Hi there, Ken. This is Robert, and welcome to your personalized YouTube video. So, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you notice that everybody can see it. Ken was nice enough to say that these videos could be made public for everybody to see. So he was just kind of hoping that maybe it would help someone else out. So that's super, super cool. I love whenever people order them. So thank you so much, Ken, for ordering the personalized videos. If you guys don't know what they are, pretty much just videos that you can ask me to make specifically for you. A lot of people don't allow them to be public. They're just, they pay for them, so it's their video to watch whenever they want to. But some people do allow them to be public, and it's always cool. So anyways, the video that you wanted, man, was one on my picking style. So just kind of to go over, what picks I use, different grips I use on the pick, and stuff like that. So you had some questions. I wrote them down over here because my memory lasts about 2 seconds. So mainly because it's all being occupied by song riffs and song lyrics. So anyways. So the first thing that you asked me was what kind of picks do I use? So I use these tiny little Jazz 3 picks. They're no secret nowadays. You can get a close-up there. And they're the black ones. I think they're a 1.75 millimeter. I do not know for sure though. I can't remember that anymore. But yeah, there's red ones and black ones. I use the black ones. They're a little bit thicker, and they just kind of seem to fit better for me. So you can pick them up pretty much anywhere. I think you get like 6 picks. They're like $5 a pack or something like that. So they're not like super expensive or anything, and they're really cool picks. They're small, and they're supposed to make your picking cleaner because they're smaller. You don't have to move the pick so much. So I hold the pick a couple of different ways. Aha, there's one right now. So the first way that I hold it is just when I'm normally just picking, it doesn't matter if I'm that kind of a thing. So to give you a close-up of what I'm doing exactly is you can see, boom, that's how much of the pick is sticking out, barely any of it. So I don't leave a lot of the pick out there, and the reason is because I think the less pick that you put out there, the cleaner and quicker you'll actually be, because there's not as much of the pick there to grab the strings. And the second reason is that mainly because originally when I learned how to do pinch harmonics, I did them way too much. So I don't have the best tone in the world for pinch harmonics right now, but yeah, I just did them too much, and I wanted to be able to access that at any time I wanted to, in the middle of just playing, because if you're holding your pick, try to set a little bit different, holding your pick kind of like this, where there's a lot of it sticking out, because the only way I know how to do a pinch harmonic is to put my thumb there and let it catch the string, and that's where you get that harmonic sound from. So, like I said, if my hand's all the way up here and I suddenly want to do a pinch harmonic, I'd have to shift. So what I started doing was I started holding the pick like this. Like I said, to me it makes more sense. Less pick is sticking out. It's going to make my hand move a little bit less and hopefully cleaner. And then if I want to do a pinch harmonic, I just kind of like bend my thumb a little bit. Boom. And you can see how it cuts off even more of the pick. So there's normal picking, and then pinch harmonic would be like that. Boom. Just that tiny little shift there can make a big difference. So if I was just playing, if I'm getting that pinch harmonic. So that's kind of how I'm holding my pick for that technique. Like I said, that's just kind of normal picking and stuff like that. Now I do a lot of times palm the pick like this. So if I want to play something, and I see a lot of people, they'll put the picks kind of like this, and then they'll play. I could never do that. I always drop the pick. So I learned how to do it like this. So if I'm just picking, boom, I kind of put the pick in my finger right here. And I'm actually going to put pictures up. You've probably already seen some of them in the video, so you can really see how my hand is holding the pick while I'm explaining this stuff. So it's like that, and then I kind of use these fingers. need to use these three, which is totally fine. But I just kind of... So then I'm kind of leading with my middle finger and ring finger. Still finger pick things fine. It's not like a challenge. That's just because it's something I'm used to. And another reason is because I tap with my middle finger. You usually don't see me do very much tapping stuff in my videos. It's a technique I never got into. But as most people, when they're first starting out, they kind of get into one to do the whole Eddie Van Halen kind of tapping stuff, and I used my middle finger. So it made more sense for me to palm the pick and use my middle finger like this versus, you know, the technique like that and then they tap. Like I said, just a personal preference. It worked for me, you know, and it might end up working for you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some of the different techniques other than when I'm just picking, about how I'm holding the pick. So like I showed you, whenever I'm picking normally, I kind of just go like that. And then when I'm palming it, bada bing, I use this kind of technique. So when I'm sweep picking, I do pick a little bit differently. And the main thing with that is I give myself more pick. Like that. And it gives me more give in the pick, versus when it's like this, you don't have a lot of room to mess around with the pick, but this way I kind of let the pick fall across the strings and come back up when I'm sweep picking. So if I'm going, I'm really giving myself this much pick. So it's quite a bit more than what I'm doing. So I'll kind of turn sideways again so you can hopefully see what my hand's doing here.